Without any further ado, Bilen Settepani. She's joining us live here in New York living. I feel like she needs to knight us or something.
Please, knight us with a loaf of panettone on it.
Give me a panettone crown, please. Okay, let's take it back to the origin. Settepani, I believe, directly translates to 7 breads.
One for each day of the week, obviously.
Okay, now I know it wasn't quattro pani. That's quattro formaggio.
That's right.
Okay.
Now that we have ingested
clarifying that for us.
This is a steep history.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this.
So my family moved to America my dad's family came from Italy in 1973. He was in high school, and you would think that I come from a very, my great-great-great-great-grandparents were bakers, but that's not actually true.
They're not?
Really?
I mean, not that I know of. I know my grandfather was a farmer.
Okay.
I know that his sister was known in our town for making the treats for any special occasion. She made cookies that I might have brought you guys.
I see.
They were the town special cookies.
Oh, look at this.
And then when they moved to America, my grandmother was very worried that they're from a small town where everyone watches out for each other. And they ended up in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, which is not the Williamsburg it is today.
Right.
And she found a bakery, and she said, you need to hire my son. I don't care if you pay him or if you don't.
This was your grandmother?
My grandmother.
God bless her.
And yeah, so she was very smart, and she said, you need to hire him, and just, kind of like babysitting, very great babysitting.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, I don't want to be in this business. I want to be the first person I know to go to NYU.
Oh.
So he went to NYU. He wants to be a banker. My dad's a great math guy.
Okay,
Dad.
And he did not end up doing that.
Obviously.
Because while he was at
NYU,
great for us. While he was at NYU, there was a bakery for sale, and my grandparents told my dad, listen, let's do this as a family. Let's buy this bakery.
Right.
So they owned a very popular bakery in the heart of the West Village. Then eventually moved to Williamsburg. Then my parents met. Through the bakery. My mom always says she married my dad for his panettone.
Wow.
Is that true?
That is a steep fact. She just gave us a thumbs up.
Look at how cute
But
they
you know
are.
what's interesting to me? Because I didn't realize that about your father's history. And in case you missed it, you came into my realm of knowledge around this time last year, because our Ben Aaron did the most beautiful, beautiful piece with you guys. I just remember watching it and crying, and I followed you ever since, and so it's so special and full circle for me to have you on the show. So I knew that about I didn't know that about your father, but what we do know about you is that you also, like him, had kind of a different idea of your trajectory and what was going to happen. You were going to be a diplomat. You went, you had a whole different career, but then now you have found yourself kind of the princess of Panettone, and you have kind of
I've always wanted to be a princess. So,
And listen,
hey.
diplomacy takes good food, and sometimes in the form of baked goods. So,
But also you have kind of, and the way I describe it is you've kind of taken Panettone into 22. You were like 7 steps ahead of the game with what you're doing. It's bringing sexy back to Panettone.
Yeah, I love that. And Panettone doesn't always have the best reputation.
No.
right. It was like a fruit cake that was kind of dense, and you
there's
didn't really know what to
nothing
do
wrong
with
a
it.
fruitcake.
No.
But people would always regift it. People would be like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's always those skits that go around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love Panettone. This is it's so good.
Yeah.
And I don't just like the classic. My favorite is the chocolate, because I'm a chocolate girl through and through.
All right, listen.
All this talk of Panettone.
Let's get down to brass tacks. Should we be like Dorothy and the Scarecrow and the...
Let's
We're
go to our bakery kitchen.
Watch your step, because you brought... I mean, we always... A sign of a good segment is when people we've never seen in the newsroom suddenly become our
Give her
friends.
the official jacket, I know.
Put on your chef's coat, because you have brought us, and by us I mean you and me,
This is for nobody else besides the 3... I'm just kidding.
a princess.
Look at this
welcome.
spread, Princess of Panettone. What are we
Please
working
make
with
yourself
here?
over here.
All right.
So, first and foremost, you started telling us about all the different types of panettone. But in its purest form, what exactly is panettone?
Panettone is basically a super leavened, delicious bread.
Super leavened, delicious bread.
Yes.
Let's
Okay.
move over here a little
There
bit.
is a lot of love, patience, and delicious ingredients that go into making this. It takes 3 days to make a loaf.
3
or to make a
days
batch.
to make a loaf.
Which is a lot of time.
That is.
We live in New York City. We don't have time. The luxury of time does not
Right.
exist.
Uh-huh.
So there is Panettone, then there is her little sister that
Right.
never gets enough credit, which is Il Pandoro.
Pandoro.
You know, that family member that's like
Gold spread.
amazing. Exactly. She's the golden star, but no one talks about her.
Well, more justice for Pandoro, okay?
Exactly. So I did bring this on the show to also show, I mean, of course, our panettone. I have a few flavors that we have available in stores right now.
Okay.
We have our pistachio.
This is the pistachio fella
Oh my
right
God.
here.
Beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
What is
She's
this
stunning.
dressing? What is this
That
glaze?
is a white chocolate pistachio glaze, and then we put fresh pistacchio di Bronte,
Oh,
so
God.
pistachio straight
I'm
from the
gonna fall over.
motherland.
This is so good.
Yep.
Do you hear my stomach
Straight from
growling?
the, I did. That was you. Straight from the motherland.
Straight from the motherland. Then we have chocolate panettone made with the finest ingredients. I love chocolate.
I can
Yes. You
smell
can
the
smell
chocolate
it.
from here.
And I'm just going to tell you something right now. If you did not bring the third one you're about to tell us about, this one was going to fight you. Because she's been talking about this
gotcha.
one for a month.
This is the rainbow cookie panettone.
She is saying, I'll take your panettone and I will raise you a creation you've never seen in your life. Okay.
Rainbow cookie.
But you have, but but wait, there's more. You guys just opened a new location.
We're opening,
You're opening.
on Friday.
On Friday?
The 29th,
Tomorrow?
next Friday. A
Okay.
week from tomorrow.
Right in
we're
time for the new year.
opening right before the New Year, so you can come and get your delicious Settepani pastries down in the heart of Dumbo. We're opening up our first little, Settepani's having a little baby.
Stop
And
it.
it's not going from anyone's belly.
No, it's going in our bellies.
It's going in our bellies. We're opening up a timeout market, and we are super excited to be there.
See what I mean? She
I
knows
know
the place
exactly
to
where
be.
that is.
Oh my
It's going to be
goodness.
fun.
You done good, Mom.
Okay.
And Dad, you done good.
Let's
Then
put
we
all
have
the-
our Nutella panettone.
Okay, this is the one. I need this. I saw you opening this on your Instagram story,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh my god.
All
We're
the
going to put up all
information.
the information that you need on where you can find the bakery and all the good stuff. Do not sleep on these social media
We have-
accounts.
Oh, it's great. It's
really
fantastic.
quickly, can I
Yes,
tell you about
of
these?
course.
These are our two newest items. This
The
is
little
our
fellas.
Pandoro Rochette, so pan de Rochette. So it's filled with a Rochette,
Okay.
Ferrero
Sure,
Rocher
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
mix,
I recognize
dipped in
those.
chocolate, filled more Ferrero Rocher. Then this is our
Pistachio.
pistachio panettone.
And that's in its purest
And that's
form.
the classic.
That's the classic.
That's the purest. Nothing wrong with
Holy
pure.
moly. We should go make friends with the Coquito lady. Coming
Yeah,
up next.
this is a great.
Well, we're eating. We're going to have to work out. Our next guests are taking home the gold. We are chatting with the dynamic Fab Four of the Tri-Latino Triathlon Juniors Club after the break.
And we're going to tell you how a couple of Bronx mechanics are giving back to those in need this holiday season through the gift of food. There's a theme for today, so stick with us. We'll be right back. Irma, what would you like? Some coquito? I mean, some panettone for your coquito?
I mean, yes, traemos
Yes.
más chocolate,
Have you
chocolate,
met? You should
chocolate.
meet. We
Yes,
love
come
to-
on, come on
we
over,
love when
Bilena.
our guests become
And you
friends.
get you some coquito as well.
Okay, good. They take that. I'll take this.
Irma, Bilena, Irma.
This is just evil.
I'm not going to take another one because I just had one. I need to eat something and then I'll go in for round
I
two.
can't take a shot by myself.